Okay, I want to get into Lightning and layer two. Right now, I believe there are no Lightning integrations at Atomic Finance, but I want to understand what role might something like the Lightning Network play at Atomic Finance moving forward.
Yeah, so I think Lightning Network, so we're not focused on it right now, but it's something that's for us is going to be really important as we scale. So right now we focus on DLC contracts that are all on chain, but it is possible to actually move DLCs onto Lightning. Now, the folks in the Lightning community have talked a lot about, what are the different ways that this would be possible. How can we do DLCs on Lightning? One of those versions that was proposed was using something like PTLCs. Your listeners might know. So HTLC is obviously the version that's used right now, hash time lock contracts that allows for payments to be routed over Lightning Network. The alternative to that is PTLCs, which is point locked contracts, which is just an upgrade that improves on the privacy, but it also enables DLCs to be routed over Lightning Network, right? So imagine you have a payment channels between, like, Alice has a payment channel with Bob, who has a payment channel with Carol, who has a payment channel with Dave, and Alice wants to create a DLC with Dave. Well, that's technically possible if you have PTLCs on the Lightning Network, and you can actually create that DLC between them. But the problem is that Bob and Carol need to lock up their capital, right? So from a capital efficiency perspective, it doesn't make any sense. The alternative, which is actually possible today, is DLC channels, right? So you can actually have both parties, lock their funds into basically what's called the DLC channel, and have them enter into DLCs off chain, and simply have those, settled on chain at a later date, similar to what you do with Lightning. And then you can take it one step further, and you can actually create what's called DLC virtual channels, which allows essentially for you to open up a channel that can be used for both DLCs and for Lightning payments, which is really, really cool, because you could essentially in the future have a Lightning wallet that also has access to these access to DLCs, which can do all these other type of financial primitives, like whether it's futures, options, bets. So what's really cool about that is in the future, you could actually have a Lightning wallet that could do something like stable sats, where you can have a USD balance in your wallet and a Bitcoin balance, but in the background, it's all settled using Bitcoin, which is really, really cool. So that's something we're planning to integrate down the line. There's one company, 101 Finance, that has already been doing a lot of work in this, and they are already using Lightning DLCs right now. And that's something we plan to integrate probably early next year that we're really excited about.